Hello, and welcome back to some more Knights of the Old Republic. First off, internet's working now, yay. Late last night and earlier today, my internet speed was like 1% of what it's supposed to be. But hey, it miraculously fixed itself like 30 minutes before I normally stream, so figure I'd get everything ready and start at the same time I normally do. Alright, also, I think I might have found a fix for the getting stuck. Where is... Oddly enough, I think it might be this. I don't know why VSync affects this. I have no idea why. But apparently, it can help fix it. Okay. Oh, and Frost, I was thinking about that mod list. I'm going to have to do a little research on it because I used one list and then I incorporated a different list and then I incorporated a few more random ones. So I might have to backtrack a little bit and figure out all of them. But I think it was like 50 or so total, mostly little stuff. All right. So, last stream we became a Jedi. We got this thing. Yeah. But we're not a Jedi yet. We have one more mission to complete. But first, it's time to talk to the Jedi Masters and figure out what they know. What's going on. And yeah, that's the issue with having a not-so-great memory. I modded this game in 2 days, and I kind of forgot most of it. But I'll figure it out. I'm sure it's in my browser history somewhere. I think one list led into the other, so I should be able to find it. Okay. Honestly, I should make a list anyway for later, if in case I ever have to uninstall this or it gets messed up and I have to reinstall everything. The main thing is the order of which I installed it. That's going to be an issue. Because there's overriding of things when you blend together mods. I don't know if I can fully recreate it, honestly. But I'll try to figure it out.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
Yes, thank you, Bastila.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
Even though it happens later. Prequels. Let's see. I'm eager to learn more. Very well. Tell me about the history. Sure, I want to learn more.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
Okay. I'd always heard the name Exar Kun before, so it only took place 40 years ago, so a lot of bad things happening in a small amount of time in this world. So Exar Kun turned against the Jedi 40 years ago, rebuilt 20 years, and now 20 years after that, it's kind of started again. What does this have to do with Revan and Malak?
All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
Yeah, good job, Senate. Yeah, that sounded like a huge mistake.
Well, you can hardly blame the Republic. The memory of war was fresh in everyone's mind. Nobody was eager to relive the horrors in a campaign against the Mandalorians. But in the end, it was unavoidable. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
Well, we kind of already know that answer, don't we? Did the Jedi join in? I mean, not really. What about Revan and Malik?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malik. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
So Revan did the right thing? Did Revan fall to the dark side? Where did the Sith come from? Well, Jedi said don't go to war. Revan and Malik were like, screw that, we're going to war. And they won the war. Yeah. How did Revan fall to the dark side?
Revan and Malik were heroes, the great saviors of the Republic. 1/3 of the Republic fleet was under their direct command. And then something happened. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malik being seen on a number of different planets during these months, scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
What happened next?
3 years ago, Revan and Malik returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
Interesting. So Revan and Malik had 1/3 of the fleet that was left anyway under their command. They leave and come back with a giant army and said, hey, I'm Sith Lord now. Die. Where did Revan get the ships from the Sith fleet? How did Revan get so many followers? Where did he get all the ships?
Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars, but many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power.
Alright. I mean, I guess you do need people to run those ships, and you do need foot soldiers. So what happened next?
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malik has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malik will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
So we have a timetable now. 40 years ago, Exar Kun War. Then 20 years after that, they were rebuilding. The Mandalorians started attacking random worlds. The Republic didn't intervene. A few years after that, I think it was like 7 years ago, so 3 years after that, Mandalorians attacked. Jedi didn't want to join. Revan and Malik took some Jedi with them. They won, left, came back, I think 3 years before this. I think it said, and then attacked the Republic as Sith. Revan died, but Malik's in charge. Malik is not a leader that Revan was, but he still has a ton of resources. Alright. What can I learn from Revan's history?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
I will.
May the Force be with you.
Anything else?
Greetings, young apprentice. As chronicler, you should ponder...
Where are the Academy archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a Master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malik and the Sith.
I guess that's it.
May the Force be with you.
Okay.
Good evening, apprentice. I trust your training goes well.
Yes it does.
I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
Alright.
Good evening, apprentice. I trust...
I got some questions for you.
A Jedi must ever be seeking knowledge. What is it you wish to know?
Ooh. What can you tell me about Bastila? Anything you can tell me about Revan and Malik? Yeah, what about Bastila?
Bastila will be a great Jedi someday. Even among the Masters in the Council, it is rare to find one so skilled in the art of battle meditation. Bastila was there when Revan was slain. Did you know that?
Yep. Well, also I saw it, but yeah, Karth mentioned it.
Bastila herself does not like to talk about it. She was accompanying the strike team that confronted Revan when the Dark Lord was destroyed. Her role in the death of such a promising young Jedi as Revan upset her greatly. But Bastila knew she had to set her personal feelings aside for the sake of the galaxy and the Republic. The Force is strong with her now, and without her skill in battle meditation, we would have lost this war long ago. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you. Is there anything else you would like to know?
They're putting a lot on Bastila. So if she hadn't been discovered, Sith would have won. That whole balance of the Force thing. Wasn't that a theory in Star Wars that, I guess in a lot of things, that at a time of like great importance in the universe, something happens to kind of balance that out? Like when like the dark side's ready to win, something right, kind of like how, I guess you could argue that Rey was kind of like that. Like the Force like manifests something to be like, hey, here's our new champion. It's almost like the Force wants things to be balanced. What can you tell me about Revan and Malik?
I knew Revan as a promising young pupil. Revan was strong in the Force, but also headstrong and proud. Such traits are not unusual in a Padawan. Perhaps that was why I did not see the true extent of the danger. Many of the young Jedi admired Revan, including Malik. When Revan set off to challenge the Mandalorians, Malik was the first to join the cause.
And they beat my people so easily in battle.
And when Revan fell to the dark side, it was inevitable Malik would fall as well.
Well, if you and hey Pants, Mr. Pants. Well, I don't know if this is still canon, but the thing about this species, whatever they are, according to the old stuff, only one of them is known to the galaxy at one time. Only one exists, and they're always a Jedi. They pop up and it's like, "Hey, I'm little Jedi guy," and I think the prequels messed that up because they introduced a new one. Was it her name is Yaddle? I think in Episode 1. Before the prequels, though, I think thanks to the books, it was only one of them is known at one time. And every time one of them dies, another one will pop up and be like, "Hey, I'm back." You know, like, "Hey, you got your Yoda back. But again, I think the prequel kind of messed with that. Introduced the character Yaddle, which of course existed at the same time as Yoda, so. But hey, even if the backstory of this race was a thing, it's no longer canon. I know books have been coming out since Disney took over. Maybe it's in there, but I don't know. It's like a planet that's hidden somewhere, and it's like they feel when the person dies, and it's like, oh, better send another one out who wants to leave. But like I said, episode 1 literally counteracts that with another one, so I guess they dropped that. So Revan was stronger than Malak. Well, also smarter. So
Revan was always the leader, the more powerful of the pair. When Revan fell, we had hoped the Sith threat was ended. But Malak quickly assumed Revan's role, and has embraced the dark side power as fully as his old master ever did. Now, Malak leads the Sith Armada against the Republic. Hate and vengeance for his master's death draw Malak ever further down the path of the dark side, fueling his powers until they surpass those of his old master. Only you and Bastila together can stop Malak now. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila. Is there anything else?
yeah, about that. He just said that Malak was fueled by hate and vengeance for his dead master. They're Sith. Do you honestly think that a Sith apprentice cares at all about his old Sith master that's dead and now he has power? Come on. Come on. They don't care. Also, I would love to hear a story of a dark side version of a Yoda. I think that would be amazing to see dark side Yoda. I want to see like the black sheep of the family, of the Yoda family, that pops up and just starts like Sith lightning everything. Master Vroot doesn't like me very much. He's standing right here.
Master Vrook may seem harsh and critical, but he understands the dangers that lie in your path. He wants you and Bastila to be fully prepared when you finally face Lord Malak. The way ahead will be difficult.
All right,
Is there anything?
for Petey.
Very well.
All right. We got one more Sith Master. We have one more Jedi Master to talk to.
I see you insist on wandering the halls of our enclave when you should be busy studying your lessons.
My training is going well.
It appears that soon you will achieve the rank of Padawan. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress, but I cannot help but wonder if you move forward too quickly.
All right, cool story.
I see you in...
Got some questions for you.
I suppose such desires are inevitable, though I fear you may seek knowledge for which you are not prepared. Yet I will do my best to guide your quest.
Jedi hiding secrets from me. What else is new? Not just negative emotions? Well, one can make the argument. Are any emotions truly negative? I think there was the whole thing about light side and dark side. Again, that conversation. I don't know. I feel like anger, for instance. Anger can lead you to do bad stuff, but also could lead you to justice. Who knows? I guess it's how you use it, I suppose. He is, yeah, Pants. He's kind of a jerk. He's kind of a jerk. What can you tell me about Bastila? What's your opinion of her? I'm sure it's negative in some way.
Bastila, the young Jedi holds great promise and great danger. She can do much for both the Republic and the Council. Without her skill in battle meditation, the Sith Armada would have conquered the galaxy long ago. But despite her command of the Force, Bastila is still young. She is a Jedi, but she has not attained the rank of Master. The Council would do well to remember this before we lay the fate of the galaxy on her slender shoulders. You would do well to focus more closely on your lessons. The Force is strong with you, but you need training and guidance in the ways of the Jedi, lest you suffer a fate similar to that of Revan.
Cool.
I see you in...
Yeah, I was going to say something about that. That seemed a little off. that was a very weird descriptor to use when talking about, I don't know. Let's just Well, he was talking about Bastila. Bastila is a sentinel though, so she's kind of well-rounded. So I don't know. It just seems like a really weird phrase to use for that. You seem angry with me, Master Varuk. Have I displeased you in some way?
If you find me overly critical, perhaps it is because you do not fully understand what is at stake. For 15,000 years, the Republic has brought peace and stability to the galaxy. Now the Republic may be destroyed because we, the Jedi, have failed them. Revan and Malak were paragons of the ideals the Order seeks to uphold. Yet they succumbed to the temptations of the dark side. When Revan fell, Malak took up the mantle of Dark Lord of the Sith. Should Malak be stopped, what is to stop another Jedi from taking his place? This is the burden we Masters must carry. Only through strict training and relentless lessons can we prevent the Dark Master from being reborn. That is why the Order can brook no failure in our apprentices and pupils. That is why I can accept nothing but perfection from you. You would do well to focus more closely on your lessons. The Force is strong with you, but you need training and guidance in the ways of the Jedi, lest you suffer a fate similar to that of Revan.
At least he kind of takes some responsibility for it. He's like, yeah, we failed. Although, to comment on his, we've brought peace for the last 15,000 years or whatever, 1,500, I wasn't paying attention. I forgot numbers. The fact that just 40 years ago, there was a war between the Jedi and an ex-Jedi, and then, now there's another one. I'm noticing a pattern here. But his point is still valid. When Jedi fall, it's kind of, on the masters that train them, and that causes a lot of problems. So, I already talked to you. Alright, let's go solve a problem. Our last test to become a Padawan is to go cleanse the grove of Darkside. Yeah, I've seen some videos of those two just talking with each other. Just being friends. That's why it would have been so cool to watch some behind-the-scenes stuff of the X-Men movies. Going the wrong way. Yep, we are not technically in the Jedi Order yet. Padawan is... Look, I know that Padawan usually means, like, apprentice Jedi, but at least it means you are a Jedi. We're still Jedi in training. But hey, I have this!
The council has decreed you may come and go as you please.
I don't know why my lightsaber did that when I talked to him. Alright. We finally get to explore Dantooine. Now, one of the things about the mods, I actually did not know that I had the restored content mod installed. I have no idea where it came from. I installed it, but then reinstalled the game to wipe it, because I didn't want it on the game, because I know it had problems. Apparently, when I reinstalled the game, it somehow reinstalled the mod. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, I have that installed. And it's already caused a couple problems. No. The way the game gets around that is, you know how Mass Effect is, where even if you wanted to be, like, quote-unquote evil, you still have to save the galaxy, right? You have to. That you can't get around that. The mission in this game is always the same. But whenever you talk to the Jedi Masters, you have the option of lying. Like, when you're like, if your option was like, yes, I will stop Malak. And then the other option is, lie. Yes, I will stop Malak. It lets you play the long game like Palpatine, where it's like, I'm gonna just tell these guys what they want to hear, and then do my own thing. You still do the same stuff in the story, but it makes a cool way of, like, you're still on a rail in terms of story and what you have to do, but it kind of gives you like a roleplay aspect to it. Like, I'm just lying to him. Hey, Nemo.
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, there's actually a little bit about that too. You know how in episode 1, the Jedi Masters were like in secret, of course. Of course they said this in secret instead of actually telling people that they lost their ability to see the future. Basically, they lost their ability to like sense things through the Force. That's why they couldn't sense what Palpatine was. They lost their ability to kind of see things like that. You could argue that when the Sith are kind of doing their thing, that kind of happens. So it's possible that they've lost that power a little bit. There's something about us that like they can't detect a lie. So or they could just be full of crap and they never could. Who knows? Who knows? Jedi love their secrets. I've been given a task by the Council.
Indeed. What is it you would like from me?
What do you know of this tainted grove?
The Council has told you nothing of the grove?
No, they like their secrets. I just said that. No, they have not. Well, I know it's tainted by the dark side. I know that much.
Do not be so quick to judge circumstances about which you are ignorant. Not everything may be as transparent as you would believe. The grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of Cathounds. They may be agitated by the power in the grove. Is there something else I can help you with?
And yeah, I was thinking about making a Nemo I found him joke, but you know, I don't, little too, even too much of a dad joke for me, I guess. I have a question about this planet.
Very well. What is it you wish to know?
Where can I find a store? I like to do some shopping. I already know where the stores are. Master Zar said there's crystals on this planet. Is that true?
Ah, yes. Those caves. Those caves are dangerous for the unwary. Kinreth spiders infest the places. They are attracted by the colors and heat given off by the crystals, I think. It is a pity. Those caves are strong with the Force. Is there something else I can help you with?
So in order to get these awesome crystals, I have to go into a cave full of spiders. I don't like spiders. I want to know more about you, Nemo.
About me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to know?
Who are you?
As I have said, I believe, my name is Nemo. I am here by the will of the Jedi Council.
Ooh, you're a Jedi?
Indeed, my young friend, that I am. I have served the Council for many years, and have seen many apprentices pass through this enclave.
The lightsaber was the second quest. The first one was the Jedi Code. The second one was the lightsaber. This one is take out the Tainted Grove, like find out what's going on there. But I mean, you're right that in lore-wise, yeah, that's usually kind of like one of the things you do. You generally find your crystal, or it's given to you through the Force. But in this game, it's just like, hey, what color do you want? Take a test. You want this color? Cool, here you go. Well, it's an RPG, right? The first crystal you get has to do with what class you are. Blue is Guardian, yellow is Sentinel, and green is Consular. Are you a member of the Council?
I think perhaps you place an undue importance on rank and hierarchy. Understandable, but regrettable also. We each serve in our place, high or low. Is there something else I can help you with?
I'm good.
I hope your time is well spent here on Dantooine.
Oh, well, Nemo's nice. I mean, besides Master Angry Man, the Jedi Masters are pretty nice to me. Oh, this place is nice and peaceful looking. I like that the music is just running water right now and bird sounds. Oh, hello, Gar.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition?
Merely an apprentice. Yes, they're waiting for you now. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know anything. Leave me alone. I don't know anything. Leave me alone. I'm merely an apprentice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence?
I am sorry. I do not know.
Oh, I I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance?
Who are you?
My name is Gar. Me and my fine wife, Rilke, here,
A pleasure.
live on one of the northern farms. But the cat hounds and the Mandalorian problem has been getting really bad of late, and we're here to ask the Jedi Council to help.
Mace Windu got his after coming a knight. It's like some kind of like I don't know. What does it remind me of? It reminds me of like going into a cave and just picking the one you want and then coming back. It's like a game show or something. Yeah. Also, I love the idea of a purple lightsaber because, I mean, you could argue that in the prequels, Mace Windu is kind of in the... He has some actions that are a little aggressive for a Jedi, and there's a character in this game that is also kind of like that, so what I beat me by is, what colors make purple? From the light spectrum, what colors make purple? And then that kind of shows you something. I mean, if you want to go by color coding, like red is bad, blue is good, although also green is good, and I guess yellow is good. Basically, they're all good except for red, I guess. But the idea that you can combine colors to form something. Also, isn't there a thing in the Star Wars lore where Sith's lightsaber is red because it's basically infected with dark side? I don't remember. I've heard two different things. One, the crystal's just red, and the other, a crystal can be infected with the dark side and turn red. And I think there's even times where, again, this probably isn't canon anymore, I'm sure, where a lightsaber could be like cleansed. I wonder if it would happen if like if a Jedi Knight picked up a red lightsaber to fight with, like it was like lost by an enemy, and it was like, oh, I need a new lightsaber, time to pick this one up. I wonder if it would somehow cleanse it, or would it infect them? Oh, interesting. I suppose his excuse for allowing himself to do that would be he's strong enough to do it. You mentioned cat hounds.
Recently, the cat hounds have been acting much more aggressively. They've even attacked some of the settlers. Those Mandalorian raiders have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter.
He should have been protecting her better if he wanted to keep her.
Mandalorian beast. Some of us don't like fighting and killing and butchering as much as you. I'm not sure exactly what the council will do about it, but we need some help with this. I only hope they'll listen to me. Is there anything else you require?
What can you tell me?
Well, as you can see, Dantooine is mostly plains and grassland, but it has a nice hearty soil. A lot of new people have come in the last generation or so. Well, the ones you'll most likely hear about are the Sandrils and the Matalis. Big, wealthy landowners, both of them. But Alan Matali and Nurik Sandril just can't seem to get along. And now Alan wants to get the council to do something.
Has something happened?
Well, from what I hear, it started about a week ago. See, Nurik's son, Cassis, is an archaeologist. Bright lad, too, but he disappeared. Nurik, of course, blamed Alan, but even he didn't take it before the council. But now, Alan's son, Shen, has disappeared as well, and no one knows where he's gone. Alan blames Nurik. He thinks he's kidnapped his son. I don't know exactly what he wants to ask the council, but from what I know of Alan, he's probably going to be after blood. Is there anything else you require?
Frost and the very typical Jedi answer. Kill them both. Problem solved. I have a feeling the Jedi Masters will not like that answer.
Farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
Thanks. Also, notice Canderous' interaction there with this guy. Maybe I shouldn't bring Canderous with me. You know, he's cool, but maybe since we're on a planet that has issues with Mandalorians messing with people, and we're on a Jedi planet, maybe I should bring out Kando later. Yeah. Sit this one out a little bit. Wait, on Mando? Oh, Kando's a Mando. Kando the Mando. Kando's a Mandalorian. Who should I bring? I'll bring Karth. Welcome back to the team, Karth. You might not be as cool as Kando, but you're not a jerk, so. Ooh, attribute time. Strength is pointless on him. Intelligence is also kind of pointless. I guess I'll just start doing dex. Skills, trade injury, feats. Ooh, master 2-up in fighting. Yeah. Okay. Also, I want to see if I can give you... Here we go. Defense bonus of 6 and max dexterity bonus of 4, and it's upgradable. This will be... And it's Republic. See, in these kind of games, in my first playthrough at least, I like to give people their own canon stuff. Now, I know I have a Wookiee bowcaster. I have Zalbar's bowcaster that's not being used, but Zalbar has terrible dexterity, so... it makes sense to give Karth the Republic mod armor. He's a Republic soldier, and it's pretty good for him. And then, of course, he has his own blaster, and he has Bendek's blaster. He did help me take down Bendek, in a way, so he was there when I did it, so... Okay. Let's go! Also, because I have 2-up in fighting, I'm going to give myself a sword on top of this. Now, this looks a little off, doesn't it? Having a sword and a lightsaber. We'll fix that soon enough, though.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
What you talking about?
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no.
Yeah, this is where Kando would say something like, you should have protected her better. They killed her?
There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
I had to point out that revenge is not the Jedi way. And yes, it is. It is a lot. I'm not a Jedi yet. Protect you and your fellow soul. I will wipe them from the face of the world. I'm not a Jedi yet.
But you have been accepted into the Order. Yours is the authority of the Jedi. I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
I mean, if they attack me, cool. But, which I'm sure they will because they're Mandalorians. Nice and peaceful. Hey, this guy has a name. Yes, you are a Jedi. I am grateful that your people harbor me in time of need. What happened to you? I'm a victim, a refugee, yes. I fled from my home world once the Sith fleet came. They bombed my world, destroyed it, yes. They scoured the continents, boiled the oceans. Sith are bad, yes. But I run here, find the Jedi already here, unknown. They take me in. One left of... Oh, okay. The Republic fights, but not to win. Not to blame you, of course. The Sith are strong and destroy those who oppose them, yes? My thanks you have, and your order. Is there anything you require? You might give something back. After my flight, I have nothing left to give them, except my thanks. Cool. Yes, Jedi. Always have more to tend to. Good day, friend Jedi. Well, he's nice. Also, I believe that's restored content. I don't think that guy's supposed to be here. Just a little story to get you to like the Jedi better. Like, a little bit of flavor text, you know. It's like, oh man, they took me in after I had nowhere to go. After the Sith bombed my planet. Alright, there should be a shopkeep up here.
Tatooine looks peaceful enough, but packs of cats. We need to keep our guard up while we're out here.
Thanks, Karth. Adam Larp. Greetings, fellow sentient. I notice that you are not heavily armed, or at least not heavily armed enough. I have a lightsaber. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Adum, a simple merchant with a much noble purpose. Purpose? Yes, purpose. The settlers and noble humans of Dantooine have been plagued by Cathhounds, raiders, and other fearsome troubles of late. It is much, much too sad to see these things happen to such people as this. Therefore, I have made this my mission to be. What mission? To overcome their troubles, they must be able to defend themselves. Therefore, I shall offer the highest of quality weapons at the lowest of prices for them. I am here offering you much in the way of weaponry at low prices. How can any sentient pass up such a bargain? They cannot. Weaponry it is, and weaponry I have. What is more, would you like from this... Okay. What is it you would like from this fine day? I don't know why I messed that up. What you selling? Yes. Here is the best you could find anywhere in the world. I can't read. Okay. Sinagar Warsuit. Good against Sonic. 7 and 3 medium. Ooh. Hello, armor I can't afford until way later in the game. Like I said, though, there's only really one character that could use this kind of armor effectively with the whole 0 max bonus thing. And it's not going to really be that useful, except I learned something. I looked this up. I looked this up last night. See how it says max dexterity bonus plus 0? That's only for armor, not your weapons. If you had a max dexterity bonus of plus 3, let's say, that will be added to your roll to hit and for damage for blaster rifles and pistols and stuff, long range stuff. This only applies to the dexterity bonus when it's being added to your defense. So you can still be a long-range heavy weapon or heavy armor user. And of course, if a character has... see, that's the thing, though. If, let's say I put this on Mission. Mission can't equip heavy armor, I don't think. Or else it takes like 2 feats to get there. But if your max dexterity bonus gives you a defense of plus 4, this gives you a defense of 10, though, you would have like a net gain of 6. So I don't get the reason why you wouldn't want to put heavy armor on everyone that can wear it. Now, for your own character, though, you can't use force powers. That's the trade-off there. Bronzium light armor. Ooh, it's pretty good for a melee user, but again, Wookiee can't equip stuff. Anything else in here? Not really. All right, your stuff's not that great. Go away. Hey, stuff to fight. The cutscene interrupted my awesome-looking jump. Oh, awesome. Let's go. Now, this is also a restore content thing. The Irias are anyway. The Kathhounds aren't. Oh, I kind of like the Irias. They look nice. I don't know what... I think they're trying to only kill me because of the whole dark side taint thing. I think Kathhounds can be aggressive anyway. But I believe the Irias are usually pretty gentle. Which makes sense, because they look like deer.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my... companion, you see?
Your companion?
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... could he have been kidnapped?
Is it just me? I could be wrong. Easily. Did she kind of sound like Ashley from Mass Effect? Just a little bit. There was a few words in there that... I know sometimes voices can be kind of similar, so I'm probably wrong, but it kind of sounded like her a little bit. Alright, so I searched everywhere, could not find him. So you're looking for a companion. Cool. Could he have been kidnapped? Possible.
Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Kathhounds. But no, Kathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No. It must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
It's an ancestor of Ashley. Just like we have ancestor of... Oh, wow, this game is full of ancestors of Mass Effect characters. You have Hayden's ancestor right here, and now we have Ashley's. I don't think it's her. It was just like it was a couple of the words, the way that she said them, it made me think of that voice performance, I guess. Well, if the door was locked, someone could have bypassed the lock.
No. The door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering.
Could have been opened from the inside. Ooh, an inside job?
Well, yes, it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Your missing companion is a droid. You expect me to run off some stupid droid? Yes, the companion this woman is wanting to get back is a droid. She sounds very attached to this droid.
Well, yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
You live alone with this droid. What exactly did you use him for again? Yeah.
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
If I happen to see him, I'll send him back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
I feel like this is unhealthy. Just a little bit. But yeah, I'll look for your droid friend. Awkward. Okay, let's go. Now, got a few places to go here. Once again, I'm going to scrape the map a bit before I go into any new area. This goes to Matali grounds. Okay. So yeah, you have the Matalis and the Sandrils. Kind of has a bit of Romeo and Juliet vibe to it. A little bit. Warring houses and such. Ooh. Oh, I want to move the camera up, but I can't. I want to see it again. Oh, come on. I want to see the flying stingray thing. Alright. Now, supposedly the Kath Hounds are only super dangerous right now because of the dark side stuff, but they'll still attack you regardless. They're still predators. Wow. We are messing them up. Also, I'm not getting stuck anymore. I don't know why VSync does that, but... Oh, there's one. Ooh. Attack, please.
How'd you like that? How'd you like that? Down you go!
I just hear Karth trash talking animals and then Wookiee noises. I like this team. I see more Kath Hounds. And one of the benefits of being a Guardian, not only do you get a ton of feats, but like as you already saw, you get Force Jump. Like this. Whee! It also, I believe, works for Sneak Attack. But you'd have to be a Scoundrel Guardian. Interesting combination since Scoundrel's the most squishy.
Let's go!
Again, every build is viable in this game. You do not have to min and max at all in this game. Plus, wow, Karth, you are really hurt. My force powers might be garbage, but at least I can heal some. Alright. Also, it's good. Again, it's good to see the grass is not glitched in my playthrough. It actually has the transparency around it when it moves. I think the glitch was the transparency wasn't there, so whenever you stood behind grass, you wouldn't be able to see anything. It would just be like what you could see on the other side of the grass, but no player character. Ooh. Strange ruins. The heavy stone door is sealed. The door is too thick to be cut through with a lightsaber. Convenient. Well, I guess I'll continue then. Now, can I do this here? Now, as you can see, I'm missing 3 party members. I have plans for weapon and build-wise for all 3 of them. And even armor-wise, I have an idea for. Again, I just like to have my teammates have different stuff on. Everyone gets different weapons for the most part. Alright, calf hounds. Oh, that music that was just playing? That hard to kind of describe, but that's one of my favorite things in this game. In music-wise, is that it's just really nice and peaceful sounding. It reminds me of... It kind of has a reverse music thing for me. Where when you listen to music and you can say, like, oh, this reminds me of doing something in real life. The music actually reminds me of something I did in a game. So that music reminds me of exploring a plane of some kind, like this. Also shows you how often I don't go outside. Kind of like how the Mass Effect map music just makes me think of exploration. That music makes me think of walking around grass plains like this. Might as well take all the enemies out before I do anything. There's some. Oh, and today's giveaway code, by the way, is hello there. At this point, I'm just throwing out like memey, well-known Star Wars quotes. It works. It works. Now, this won't really have an effect until later, but rule of thumb is going to be when I give away the codes, I'm writing down next to it who won it. That way, I'm giving other people a chance to win. But especially towards the end of this, when I'm getting to the last of the codes that I have, if the only people that are eligible to get it at the end of a stream are people that have already won, then fair game. But for now, if there's even like, let's say there's like 5 people in the running and 4 of them already won one, then that one person has kind of already won, I guess. Because I want to give everyone a chance to win at least one. Alright. Don't go that way just yet. God, force jump is fun. For being a close range character only, it's such a great move to get in the fray immediately. Oh, thank you for the follow. I said cherry. Cheery carrot. Or cherry carrot. I miss eating fruit. Anyway. But thank you for the follow, and how are you doing today? Just having fun playing one of my favorite games of all time. And Frost, I'll probably I will work on that mod list probably tomorrow. I said tonight, but it is honestly going to take some digging through my browser history to find them all. But I should make it anyway. I should make it anyway for the purpose of redoing this later if I want. So I'll work on it. I should have documented it better. I should have written down every mod in the order I put it in. That's going to cause problems later. Alright. This was a dead end over here. Bye. Of course, it reminds me of Mantine. Oh no, now that I say that. What generation of Pokemon is Mantine from? Is it 2 or 3? I want to say 2. For some reason, Generation 2 with me is that generation where I can never remember where stuff is from. 2 or 3. Again, for the longest time, I thought Corsola was from Gen 3, but it's Gen 2. I saw a post on Reddit. Ooh, well, thank you. Also good. Yay. But yeah, KOTOR is one of those games that I have the most memories of playing with friends. There was someone in high school I played with at the same time. We used to talk on Instant Messenger, AOL Instant Messenger. Like, hey, where are you right now? I'm doing this. I also played it with a friend in the same room. I also once had a dual TV set up and played it with a friend at the same... We started at the exact same time, and we wanted to see who could finish first. Wasn't really a race, though, because we still had fun doing stuff, but yeah, if there's any game that I can think of that has the memory of playing it with friends, it's this. That's part of the reason why I started streaming. I do feel bad about killing these. No. And again, I'm almost 100% sure this is restored content mod. When people talk about how restored content mod is essential for KOTOR, they're mainly talking about KOTOR 2. KOTOR 1, there's not that much added. Little stuff. Can it be fun? Of course. It's extra stuff. But whenever you look up a list of essential mods for KOTOR 1 and 2, you will find the restored content mod in KOTOR 2 at the top of the list. It is the mod. It is the reason why you play KOTOR 2 on PC instead of doing backwards compatible on Xbox One. Because of that mod. But KOTOR 1, it's not essential. You can use it, of course, but it's not essential. Guess I'll have to put that on my list, though, because I didn't think... I think you have to install it first, by the way, because I know I installed this and then deleted it, and it must have reinstalled itself somehow. I don't know how, but it did. Oh, door's locked. I don't think I can do anything with the Metalian Sandral stuff yet. I think I have to become a Jedi first, but this is an opportunity to just look around. It's like what I do in the hinterlands when I play Dragon Age Inquisition. Before I can even do a lot of the stuff, I just walk around and get the map filled out. Alright, so we saw some enemies that way. I'm kind of remapping this place in my brain. I'm lucky that this game, the maps aren't that big, so it's kind of easy to remember. Also, again, the map is kind of broken with this setup, but it's kind of down here in the corner. I'll have to add that to the list, by the way. I installed the menu mods way late after. I installed them after the first stream. Again, it makes some of these symbols look a little blurry because they're blown up, but for the most part, it's definitely better. But one of the mods increases the size of the menu. Because when you increase the resolution, this is an old school game where when you increase the resolution, it makes everything smaller, except for the actual game right here. That's why the heads-up display is so small. And the text. I can't fix the text. The text is almost unfixable. The way they made this game, there's no mod to make the text bigger yet at all. But I also installed a mod that added high definition menu backgrounds, which is why it doesn't look like crap. Which is why... Wait, where is it? Good example. This. It's why this looks so blurry and messed up looking. Because it's supposed to be smaller. And that mod didn't have better art for this part. But it did for this, which is why this looks a little better. Playing on PC gives you so many opportunities for mods, but it can be overwhelming. Like Skyrim. Oh, God. Skyrim, I hate you. I will play Skyrim in the future. I only have about 15 mods installed, and they're all visuals, except for one, which is the alternate start mod. I just didn't want to break the game. Oh. Now, I have a handful of mechanical change mods installed in this game. Here's one of them. Well, it's not exactly here. We'll see it later. I already explained the difference between T3 and HK. I flipped their feats because it made no sense that a combat droid only got 7 feats, while a technical droid got 10. And the fact that HK is already not that great in combat, so having 10 will help him.
You've been holding out on us again. Since you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, first off, I have no sympathy for that man, for obvious reasons. 2, these Mandalorians are willing to go kill a wife and child that are defenseless. Kind of a messed up Mandalorian. I know Mandalorians are known for being warriors, but even warriors have codes. Kandros is on the team. He talks about slaughtering innocent civilians when they had to take over planets, but still, Mandalorians have some sense of code. They fight for the honor of it. They fight for the challenge. There is no challenge in beating up, going to kill a wife and child on some farm. So these are just kind of bully Mandalorians. Little too bloodthirsty. Just a little bit. All right, let's do it. Team. Oh, there he is. I couldn't see him. How did I miss the Wookiee? He's a Wookiee. Wow, look at this fight. It's a Wookiee versus a Mandalorian in a sword fight. This is great. I feel like the Wookiee's winning. Yeah. Yeah, Wookiee's winning. Alright, so that John guy wanted us to take out all the Mandalorians on the planet. So, that's one down. We got 14 credits. And man, I love looting in this game. I love getting stuff and looking at all of it. I don't know, I just find it really fun in this game. Repair kit, computer spike, med kit. I think it has something to do with the limitation of credits. I really do. Everything you find is either awesome to equip or sell. And 2 is even better because of the crafting. You can tear it down for parts or sell it for parts or whatever. Sell it for money for other stuff. Blaster carbine, vibrosword. The one thing I wish this game had, though, is the ability to check weapons and armor from that screen where you pick it up. Because otherwise I have to go in here and do this. Now, can I get these off of new item? Like if I click on them and then I go off of that. Yeah, see, they're all considered new items. I wish I could get rid of this, so that way when I hit new item, it would just be the stuff I just picked up. It'd be nice. I wonder how you get rid of that. Maybe if I... Hold on, what if I do this? Nope. I don't... it sucks that the new items are just everything. Oh, well. When I find something that looks really good, we'll check it out immediately. Honestly, the easiest way to do it, if you wanted to check out that weapon, for instance, that blaster carbine, just go to the equipment screen and just go to it. It's so much easier than going through all your items. It's a 1 to 8 with a 1920 crit. It's just a blaster rifle, basically. Alright. Oh, yeah. I can't use speed yet because I don't have Jedi robes. I want my defense not at 0, so I have to wear this armor still. Once this armor is done, though, I'm giving it to Mission. I think this... If I think of anyone as an Achani warrior in this game, it's Mission. Kinda squishy, but known for being very dexterous. That is definitely Mission to me. Also, a question to anyone in the chat who knows Star Wars better than I do. Were the Achani a thing before KOTOR? Or before the KOTOR books, I guess? Or the comics? I'm wondering if Old Republic stuff is what introduced the Achani. You know, Mandalorians are fierce warriors that are more like Klingons. They're big and tough and strong. But Achani are more like finesse. They're all about light armor and hand-to-hand combat type stuff. And they have blasters too, like anyone else, but... Alright, we're at the Grove. Oh, hello, Cathhounds. Oh, the noise they make when you hit them. I don't like this. We are a true light side Jedi.
How'd you like that?
Ooh, Karth leveled up again. I would like it if I leveled up. Now, I actually wonder if the XP glitch... They call it a glitch, but it might not be a glitch. When you save your level ups... basically, the characters not in your party get XP. It's like that kind of RPG, where characters that aren't in your party get XP. But when you bank your XP, when it gets to a certain amount banked over what you need, there's a glitch where your teammates that aren't in your party don't get XP anymore. That's why I did a 5 scout instead of a 4. 4, I know for a fact, has that glitch on Taurus. 5, I think, limits it a lot. I'm level 9. What is everyone else? Well, we just leveled up a little bit, so... Level 9. Level 8. Level 9, okay. I think it might have affected a few of my teammates, but I played this once through doing a level 4 scout, and it affected me a lot more. I had teammates that were like 3 levels lower than me. True. Well, especially if it's Mandalorians. Treat injury. Now, what does Karth want? Level 3 implant? I have no level 3 implants, but that's a good endgame thing. Could do Master Power Blast. Again, this game has weird AI. When you see one of your teammates use a special thing like Power Blast, unfortunately, the AI will have them use the original version of it. Even though it's impossible for me to do that, because you can only choose from the highest version. Supposedly, that's how this game works. Maybe the PC version fixed it? I don't know. Maybe Restore Content mod fixed it? I don't know. You can't go wrong with toughness. It's HP. You might say that a long-range character doesn't need HP, but if your long-range, if your close-range characters die, or someone breaks off from the regular attack and attacks one of your long-range people, that HP comes in handy. All right. See, Karth only has 36,000 HP. Or 36,000 HP. 36,000 experience. I have 40,000. Zalbar only has 32. So I think there was a bit of iffiness with the saving levels, but it wasn't nearly as bad as level 4.
I'm here.
That is to the Matali grounds again. Okay. That's the way I came from. But hey, this game is all about rolls, right? I mean, look at D&D. I've played D&D once in my life, but I know for a fact that you can lose to low-level things if you get bad rolls. You critical fail a couple times, and they get crits, and you're dead. That's what makes it cool. I like games that at any point there's a chance, however small. That's the cool thing about games that have rolls behind the scenes. No matter how small the chance is, it's like sports. Any day, someone can win. It can happen. And in games like this, it is possible. Oh, we're on this mission. All right. Say hello to the next 20 minutes of the game. Here we go. Apprentice, your arrival here is well timed. Who are you? I am Baluk, a Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place here a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both the suspects and I speak Basic and Huttese. I was going to handle the case myself, but now that you're here, this could be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate how well you've been learning your lessons at the Academy. There it is. Though you are not yet a full Jedi, perhaps you could assist me in sorting out the truth from these lies. What do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two suspects. I have brought an information retrieval droid with access to the archives, both at the Jedi Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There is little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts from the information droid. Once you have gathered all the evidence that you think you need, you run through the possible scenarios with me. If you are unable to come to a satisfactory resolution, then I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with this myself. According to the accounts of the participants, these three men were out here in the field together earlier, before the clouds broke. I find that very odd, for most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds, as it was earlier today. But that is not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, Calder Nedic, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near his body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. Two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Haddon Gold. He was unarmed. The other was Ricard Lusoff, who was carrying a hunting rifle. Both men say they didn't do anything, and that they came across the body. But both also accuse the other. Obviously, there is more to this than what we have been told. Ooh, we have a good old-fashioned murder mystery to solve. Is there anything I should know? There is one thing. When I arrived, Haddon was holding his side and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You do well to remember this when we progress through the case. If there's anything else you need, I'll remain here while you have questions or questions the witness. Alright. Who's in the mood for a good old murder mystery? Well, let's get some information from the droid first.
Greetings, Apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Nedic, Ricard Lusoff, and Haddon Gold. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Nettic. Is there any information you require?
Yes, information. What did you find out about the body, other than he's dead?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so he's dead. Okay, well, didn't get much out of that. Tell me about the plains.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
Well, he said he had information on the people, but he doesn't have anything. Maybe we have to talk to him first.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
All right, time for interrogations.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have? Nice Star Wars reference right there.
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Well, someone's impatient.
How can I be of further assistance?
He kind of already said some of this, but let's see if we can catch him in a lie. That's why you always ask the same questions, right? To see if their story stays the same. What did you see happen?
Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do.
All right, so his story kind of stayed the same. He was across the bridge, came over here, saw Calder's body dead, and saw Rickard come out of the rocks with a gun. All right.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
Okay. Do you often run?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say.
Oh, so that's my problem. Oh. You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance?
All right. So he said he isn't hurt, even though he was holding his side. Nothing more.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
I love that I'm just doing this thing as like solving a murder mystery, being nice to people, like talking to him. I have a giant Wookiee with 2 swords here. Guys, this is the executioner. Whoever I find guilty, he's dealing with you. Hey, Rickard.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Irias when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in? So, what do you want to know?
What did you see happen exactly?
Well, I was out hunting Irias south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine too. I want that back.
So wait, his story is he couldn't see because of the sun. He shot, saw a dead body and the other guy standing there, and the Iriaz was gone, and said he must have took it? What did he do, stuff it in his pocket and hide it? There's nothing out here. It would make sense that he couldn't see and he shot a person by accident. But there were two people there, so...
So, what do you want to know?
Why were you out here? I know you already said hunting, but...
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those calf hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow, went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? So, what do you want to know?
Baluk said you're limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
Okay, so at least he admits that he's injured. Holden over here is lying, even though you can clearly tell he's hurt.
Is there any other information you need?
I still can't get information on them, can I?
Very well.
All right. Yes, is there something I can help you with? I would like to discuss the murder. Very well. We should start at the beginning. If we find the truth behind each piece of the puzzle, we will no doubt resolve. I thought I said resolve. And I was like, what? Words. Handon said that he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Ricard came out of the shadows of the rocks holding a blaster in his hand. Ricard said that he was hunting Iriaz, saw one through the glare of the sun, and shot at it. It is possible that Ricard may have shot Calder accidentally and Handon may have found the body, but that seems very unlikely explanation. It is more likely that at least one of them is lying. Obviously, one of these men is not telling us something. But where does the truth lie? I'll be honest. I don't see the logic there myself. I feel like it's possible that it was a mistake. But I think I see what he's saying though. There's some inconsistencies here. Holder being hurt, but he's not saying anything. I don't know. There's a Holden. No, sorry, I mixed the names. They did this. They did a Super Saiyan. Did a Saiyan fusion dance or something. But there was one thing that was repeated several times for our benefit. Ricard is lying. Why do you believe that? It was cloudy. There was no sun glare. The game mentions that several times, including Baluk here. But we knew that the clouds, it was a cloudy day. And they only parted after this whole thing happened. Yes, well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened as Ricard said, the sun would have not been visible at the time of the killing. He seemed to have caught Ricard in a bit of a lie. It seems I was correct in assuming you could help me with this case. This lie doesn't prove Ricard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step in unraveling the mystery. We should proceed on to the next point. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about their relationship with the victim. If there's anything you need, I'll be here. All right. How about the droid? Anything new?
Is there any other information?
Oh, here we go. We can get some information before we talk to him to catch him in a lie. What can you tell me about Calder and Handon? I said Holden, didn't I? It's Handon. This is in The Expanse. It's not Holden. Calder and Handon.
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gold. Is there any other information you need?
Okay. So, they knew each other. Also, Handon said he hates speeders. Yet they rented one together. I wonder if that's why he hates them. What can you tell me about Calder and Ricard?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garan spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
These two had a speeder together, these two had a fight.
Very well. I will be here to assist.
So if they say they don't know him, we know they're lying. Handon.
How can I be of further assistance?
Oh. I didn't even ask him yet. The game. Okay, I think I skipped something here. He never actually... This is kind of skipping something. It said, you knew Calder better than you admit. I never asked how well you knew him. So yeah, I think I skipped some dialogue by doing it that way. Oh well.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Why would you want to hurt him?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be of further assistance?
Anything else to ask him? I mean, I guess I could reiterate that. You wanted to kill Calder for having an affair with your wife, didn't you?
Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. I hope you don't find that incriminating. You know, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Neddick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the...
I already said that. Okay.
Of course.
All right, well, that's motive.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you. Oh, wow. Okay, I couldn't ask. That's weird. It skipped the dialogue for the other guy, Handon, but not you. Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him, especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
You thought Calder was cheating you in business.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Yeah, you can't deny it, though.
Right.
You had fights. All right, one thing I'm going to do, I noticed, it kind of depends on the voice, but sometimes the voices are a little low in this game. I put it lower because when you're fighting and your characters yell, it's kind of loud, but it kind of then it makes this stuff hard to hear. Okay.
Is there any other information you need?
You know anything new about the body yet?
My preliminary analysis of the body. Is there any...
Oh, hey, music. Thank you for the host. Bum, bum. How did your stream go? I caught the very beginning of it, but then my internet pretty much went out, and it didn't come back on until about 20 minutes before I started streaming, so...
Very well. I will be here.
Unfortunately, I couldn't watch it because it was buffering constantly. Let's see here. Alright, let's talk to what's-his-face. Baluk. 2 hours for one boss. Did you finally beat him, though? Did you win? Yes, is there something I can do to help you? Let's discuss the murder. We know Ricard lied about the sun blinding him while he was shooting. But we need more to go on. Let's examine the relationship of each man with the victim. Handon told me he barely knew the victim. On the other hand, Ricard and the victim were business partners. However, according to Ricard, they got along quite well on the surface. Neither man seems to have a motive for killing Calder. Handon is lying. Why do you believe that? He knew his wife was cheating on him. Well, that certainly is a motive for murder. The case is taking shape, but you mustn't jump to any quick conclusions. Perhaps we should now focus on the murder weapon itself. You might want to see what information the witnesses and the information droid can provide you about the blaster found near the body. Anything else, I'll be right here. All right. So Handon's wife was cheating on him with the victim, murder victim. But Ricard didn't really like him either, and also lied about the son, so...
Is there any other information you need?
Yeah, but music, think about it this way. It's a challenge, right? When I first beat Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy I ever beat. Not played, but beat. I was level 39. Because I had only played Pokemon at that point, which really doesn't have side quests. I didn't understand the concepts of side quests or leveling up evenly. So, I was severely underleveled. I have since corrected that, and uh-oh. Bitrate, no. Uh-oh. I think it's fine now. Oh, let me see if it's fine now. I'm waiting for the text to move. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, I've been having some slight bitrate spikes this stream. Very little. But again, my internet was messed up. Even just 20 minutes before I started. It's possible I'm still getting a couple spikes, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. I wasn't able to do anything all day until recently, so... If that's the worst of it, it's not that bad. Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Interesting. So the blood on the weapon is not the victim's. So someone's bleeding. We know that Ricard's leg is injured, and he admits it. But he said it was a twisted ankle. That wouldn't cause blood. But wait, Handon. I keep saying Holden. Handon is holding his side, and it doesn't admit to anything, so,
Very well. I will be
Well, let's see what they know.
How can I be of further assistance?
You know anything about the weapon found?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Iriaz can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Okay, super convenient. Super convenient.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I should be
like
glad to
a likely story. He knows we're going to find out it's his eventually, so he's like, oh yeah, it was stolen. Oh yeah? Well.
Is there any other information you need?
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
If it was his most prized possession,
very well.
Why would he not say it was stolen? Oh, bitrate, please. It keeps dipping every now and then. All right. Well, how about you?
So, what do you want to know?
What about the weapon?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Okay.
Right.
He knows nothing about it, so we caught him in a lie about the son, but Handon over here lied about a motive, lied about knowing him, and he's probably lying about the gun itself, too. I want to discuss the murder. The blaster is Handon's. He lied about it being stolen. Or the blaster is Handon's, but no, he didn't. He lied about it being stolen. So we have caught Handon in a lie. Interesting. But I think we need one final piece to the puzzle. There was a blood sample on the weapon that has been sent back for analysis just before you arrived. Perhaps you could inquire with the information droid about it. Alright, let's see who the blood belongs to.
Is there any other information?
Blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information?
Which we already knew. Well, like I said before, who's bleeding? Do you bleed from a twisted ankle? And I mean, a broken ankle, maybe. But you...
How can I be of further assistance?
Nothing new, huh?
Of course.
Well... Discuss the murder. I assume the blood on the weapon belonged to the victim, but I want to be thorough. What have you learned about the blood on the weapon? It didn't belong to the victim. That is surprising, so the blood must belong to one of the suspects. But which one? Handon. Why do you believe that? He is clutching his side. It's the only thing we know of that would bleed. I mean, Ricard isn't bleeding. Handon has been moving oddly since I arrived. Perhaps we should examine him a little more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There is blood. Handon appears to have suffered some sort of blaster wound to his side. It would seem that there's one logical scenario. Handon killed Calder for having an affair with his wife. Ricard was out hunting and accidentally shot Handon after he had killed Calder. Except why would... There's no reason why Calder would... Or, Ricard would lie about the son. Why would he lie about that? They are both guilty! I hit the wrong button. I literally hit the wrong button with my mouse. My hand moved. A little twitchy. Welp, that might have messed things up just now. None of these matter. There's no evidence at all. The fact the investigation did not point towards such a motive. There are too many factors. Yeah, I can do it again. Yeah, as soon as I went to hit it, my hand, like, occasionally I have, like, those muscle twitches where it's just like, bad timing. They are both guilty. A bold conclusion. One most people would not have arrived at. We are not like most people. We are Jedi. Still, I would like to know how you came to this conclusion. We know Calder was having an affair with Handon's wife. But what possible motive would Ricard have for wanting Calder dead? He was also having an affair. No, he's not. Ricard thought Calder was cheating him in business. Yes, well done. Both men had a reason to want Calder dead. This is my theory of this morning's events. Both men knew Calder would be out here this morning, and both plotted to kill him. Handon found him first and shot him because of the affair Calder was having with his wife. Shortly after, Ricard arrived on the scene. From a distance, he thought he saw Handon and thought it was Calder, so he shot him in retaliation for the credits Calder had cheated him out in the business. Handon would have dropped his blaster, the one we found the scene covered in blood. He probably thought Ricard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he could convince us it was Ricard.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
That is enough. The culpability of both of you in the murder and attempted murder of Calder Nedic is evident. Additionally, Ricard Lusoff can be charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder of Handon Gold. I place you both under the arrest of the order. Wow. We will escort you to a holding facility in the Jedi Enclave. You have done well. It is obvious you have been studying your lessons carefully. I will be sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Good day, and may the Force be with you. Oh, is Zalbar not going to say anything? No congratulations? No... Nothing? I get nothing? Alright. A strong silent type. Now, I haven't gone that way yet. Across the bridge. Here we go. This is the Grove area, by the way, I think. Isn't this Grove? The Grove? Yeah, it's Grove. We must cleanse the taint. Cathounds.
No.
Well, so much for we're done with murder mysteries. Time to now murder innocent animals. They're trying to kill me. I'm taking a lot of damage. Again, I'm used to being a soldier guardian, which has more health and defenses.
How'd you like that?
Although I do have immunity to certain things that soldier does not. Ooh, oh, Mandalorians. We're in for a fun fight. Can I just teleport back for free and get health? I can. Why use up all my force powers and have to wait for them to come back? And then transit back. Actually, you know what? Party selection. Let's bring Candorus. Except this will make me the only melee person. That's fine. Well, Karth. Or bring Mission. I know we're going into a tough fight, but I know Mission has no health, but she has some decent stuff. She'll be fine. Transit back. Kando's going to get on some Mandalorian action here. Prove that you're the better Mandalorian. Plus, I want to level up Mission. Alright. Skills. Demolitions, stealth, awareness, security. And then I have 1 point left, so I can't do anything with that. And then one more. I don't need that. And yeah, sure. I mean, why not? Sneak attack level 4. Now, unfortunately, because I am a guardian, and because my force powers are terrible and I didn't take anything, I have no stunning abilities. I think push can stun sometimes if you knock them down a little bit. But because of that, I can't stun anyone, which means she's not going to get her sneak attack. If Bastila was in the party, maybe. Strength, because I have her as a melee build. I know it seems kind of stupid, but she has her own sword, so I figured why not. Again, I like making characters have certain builds. Their own little personalized builds. She has her own sword, so cool. Now, I get very, very few feats as a scoundrel. This is important. I have not been taking Critical Strike, because one, I feel like it's better with 2 weapons. And there's some rule where if you stun from Critical Strike, Sneak Attack doesn't work on the next turn, because I think it'd be unfair to do that, I guess, but there's something about it that doesn't work quite right. And also it lowers defense by 5, and she already has no health. Her best thing is her dexterity, dodging stuff, right, in melee range. If I make her have -5, she's going to get hit. And Flurry also lowers defense. So really, power attack, but then her strength isn't that high either. Really, none of these are good for her. Like the lowering of the defenses, I don't like. Although Flurry, once you get to maxed out Flurry, it's only -1, while this is still -5. I might do Flurry, but I have other choices that are more important. I could do this for +1 to hit. This could be very important because my strength is kind of low. Until I get to higher levels, my chance to hit's not great. This could add +1 to it. Or I could give her some much needed vitality points. Or this is probably the way to go. I get +3 to my attack, which is to my to hit, and I get +3 to defense. This has the most gain right now. I think next I will either take this for a +1 to hit, or I will start taking toughness. I think I only get 7 total, and I've already taken 2. I think I'll do all 3 toughness, and then maybe this. Because I need to get to maxed out Flurry for it not to be a death sentence, and it'll be 3 feats to get there. I could just do this one, I guess, though, since it already has a free one, and just hope that I don't get hit. For now, though, Duelist is really good. See, 3 to 12 at +11. That's not bad. All right, looks good. I would love to give her the Ashani Fiber, but I'm using it right now. Now, here's something I wanted to test out. I'm interested in this test. This gives a defense of 4. It allows me of a dexterity bonus of +5. My dexterity bonus with Mission is +3. That's fine. It'll be 3 for a while. In fact, it'll be 3 almost forever. So I could give her something like this. This has 1 more defense, and that won't even matter to me. Yeah. My reasoning was, if I put on something that has less than what she has, it could still be worth it. Because, again, This only takes out the bonus to your defense, not your attack. That's based on dexterity, only your defense. Even though if you go to this screen, it'll say +0 here. If you put a heavy armor on, you still get the +3 to the attack, just not the defense. All right. What can I put on you? That's completely pointless. Nothing. I'll never have these because it's too many feats to give it to her. Yep, that's fine. Canderous has some cool stuff. This is +1 to dexterity, and I believe it's actually, yep, it gives me, I have 13, that gives me 14, so it gives me a +1. Mine is still kind of useless. Oh, no. I used to have Constitution on, which was useless. Because my Constitution is even. So +1 doesn't do anything. This is good, though. Immune to critical hits is amazing. All right. We are here. Let's do it. Let's kill some Cathounds first. Never mind. Uh-oh. We already triggered it. We were too close. That's fine. Let's just go. Alright, here we go. Focus on the Mandalorian. Push him. Probably not going to work, but push him. It did work. Mandalorian is weak-willed. Alright, biggest threat is down, I think. Except now the Cowhounds are here, too. That's not good. Heal. Heal, please. Heal again. I'm kind of just tanking this until my teammates come back. Where are you guys? Kando, stop shooting that. Kill that Mandalorian, please. Mission. Stop that. Just start killing things on my side, please. Now, you've noticed she was using Crit Strike a couple times. I can't tell her not to use it. I don't think it's possible to make her not use it unless I control her and tell her not to use it. So I think I might just level it up. It won't negate the penalty, but if she's going to use it either way, I might as well make it better. Alright. Oh, I'm out of cures. Advanced Med Pack.
I'm here.
I should be fine now. Now that the team is back together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're good. We're good. Alright. Now, we just killed some Mandalorians. Could have good loot. We got Mandalorian Datapad. Awesome. We got a thing to read and nothing else. Wait. That was the first Mandalorian. Mandalorian Datapad, Mandalorian Melee Shield, Vibro Double Blade. Say hello to Zalbar's new weapon. This is, and, oh, we got Strength Gauntlets. Oh, this is great. I'm going to switch to Zalbar right now. My mission. You were fun for a minute, but I want Zalbar back because of this. Vibro Double Sword. 2 to 16. Yep, look at that. 2 to 21 plus 10 plus 8. This is really good for him. Plus, it looks pretty cool. Look at that. Also, I have Strength Gauntlets for myself. I have Strength +1. Here's Strength +2. And because that put me over the edge here for another one, I have +4 Strength now. You can see my stuff go up. If I take this off, this goes down. That +1 goes to my damage and my to hit. Yep. All right. Perfect. Perfect. And when I get into the +1 in strength, I could actually switch back to these if I want. Have the same bonus. Because it'll be odd. Either it'll be odd or even. And then I can give the +2 to somebody else that might need it. That's how you kind of like cycle your... These kind of things will probably be cycled a bit. Because of that. All right. I'm also very hurt. Oh, that music. Oh yeah, is this the glitchy one? It is. Yep. Yeah, when I hear this music, and I picture that thing. I picture a scene of the grassland area here, And just this thing flying across the sky. Oh, brings back the memories. Oh. Hello. Hello, Grove. Welp, might as well do this instead of having to wait to heal. Do that. And then back. Come on. Transit back. Alright, this is where the taint is coming from. The dark side taint. Hey, there's remains. Oh, we forgot to read the Mandalorian thing. Quest items, main only datapad. Yarg went missing in Sector B. Then Reza saw someone moving south of there. Take a couple of troops and find out who it is. If they look suspicious, terminate. Did you remember not to take the XT model bike out today? There was something funny about one of the intakes. I thought I could jam. Consider yourself lucky. If someone was dumb enough to take that thing out, he would have plowed right into the ground within a kilometer. So they're aware that people are disappearing. Good. Well, isn't the main like evil force in the game Two Worlds the Taint? I remember that. All right, here we go.
I will be your doom.
Not my Wookiee and Mandalorian friend. Oh, here we go. Oh, you can already see 2 mods at work here. Mod number 1. It changed her face to be more cat-like. Now, her race, the Cathar, they're supposed to be cat-like. But the original game really didn't get that point across at all. It was very lackluster. This made her, I think it makes her ears a little bigger, and it makes the features of her face a little more detailed to make it look like the actual species. Like that you would see like in a comic or something, or online. When you go to like the wiki page, she didn't really look like a Cathar in the game. Also, her lightsaber is not red. It is blue. Originally, she has a red lightsaber here. The argument to that was, when did she find the time to change it out? Because she's not really dark side yet. She's only, I'm sure her lightsaber isn't bleeding yet. So I did that because she's a guardian, so it should be blue. She's still using her old lightsaber. All right. This is going to be an interesting fight. I am a guardian, which gives me an advantage. This fight is not fun when you're something squishy. Let's try to push her once and then attack. Yeah, I got her. Aha. See, I know who She-Ra is, but I never watched it. I never watched anything like that. Actually, wait. Is it Thundercats? First off, I don't want to sound stupid. Is that Thundercats? Because I actually never saw Thundercats. I just know of it. Oh, it's not? What is it then? She-Ra. Wait, is it? No, that's that's okay. I know what it is now. Never mind. I got to mix that with something else. Never mind. See? Yep, it's basically, it's the He-Man spinoff. What was the one that was, so many names. I'm so bad with names.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Who are you?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
Ooh. You were a Jedi then. You've been corrupting the Cath Hounds. Nope, you were a Jedi then.
A better Jedi than you will ever be. More powerful as well, for I could best my teacher. When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
I laugh at your pathetic attempt. You slew Quatra, your master? Yeah. You killed your master, huh? Kind of hard to come back from that.
Yes. I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I just want to talk. Why are you doing this? I was sent by the council to cleanse the taint from this grove. It's the truth.
The council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved?
Now, see, remember on Tyrus when we were failing oral persuade checks? We are a persuasion master now, all of a sudden, so. Yeah, I don't want to kill you.
You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. But it is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Okay, funny you should mention that. There is. But the relationships in KOTOR games are not that complicated. They're very limited. There's the obvious one between for instance, the male main character can romance Bastila. But there's a bit of stuff to it, but it wasn't Origins. I said Origins because I read the word. It wasn't a BioWare relationship thing until Mass Effect and Dragon Age Origins. Like this game, it's in there, but it's not. But there is one. We'll talk about that a little bit later, although it was a little glitched, but I think the restoration mod fixed it. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. I've actually never done it before, so we're both about to find out. Come on now, Juhani. You're a beautiful young woman who has much talent.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. You seem to know just what affects me. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
I mean, I guess it is kind of obvious, right? It's not really a spoiler it is pretty obvious. It's Juhani. Mission's only 14, so that kind of yeah. she is not a romance option for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's Juhani. I've only played through this game once as a female main character. And I never romanced. I actually didn't know this romance existed until I looked it up. I was looking up mods and it mentioned like a Juhani romance fix. And I was like, wait a minute, what? I didn't know this existed. Well, yesterday after the raid, M raided the channel yesterday. She had a similar reaction to when I mentioned that she was only 14. I mean, well, it is not your fault, Johnny.
I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. I think, in my own way, I truly loved her. How can the council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Notice in this conversation, she fell to the dark side a little bit because she said that she felt like she wasn't meeting their expectations. This is a great example of kind of a failure by teaching. She had that kind of, how do I put this? She felt so insecure and felt like she was failing them so much that she had a moment of frustration, and that moment of frustration turned to anger, and then she attacked her own master. I mean, they'll take you back. They need people. They're literally so desperate. I should tell her this, like, look, they're literally so desperate. They asked me to be a Jedi, all right? I just got here. So, they'll take you back.
I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side. And maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I've done?
I'll be honest, at this point, the Jedi are so hard up on people sometimes, if Darth Vader, after episode 3, had been like, hey man, sorry, remaining Jedi. I'm sorry that I killed a bunch of kids. Please take me back. And be like, yes, of course. You are now cleansed. You are now free of that decision. You're on the good side again. I don't hate it, but I still find that really weird that at the end of Return of the Jedi, you see Anakin's ghost next to Obi-Wan and Yoda's like, hey, we're all in Jedi heaven. Like, really? Vader killed so many people. Vader killed a bunch of kids. Vader hunted down a bunch of Jedi and murdered them. He also facilitated the murder of an entire planet on the Death Star, kind of, and other stuff. And then he repents in the last 2 minutes of his life and he gets to be a Force ghost for all time. Of course it would. Yeah.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the Council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. If only there was some way I could make this up to you. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
See you, Johnny. Bye. But yeah, that's an instance of the training kind of failing her a little bit. Ooh. Another thing for some armor. Good. Also, I feel like any Jedi would be lying if they said they were never tempted by the dark side. They never had moments of frustration. And just anger. Look at Anakin. Yoda, when Anakin was on Tatooine, killing all the Tusken Raiders out of anger, Yoda sensed it. They still let him become a Jedi Knight and still continue to fight in the Clone Wars and all that stuff. I'm sure there are plenty of Jedi that had those moments. They were like, whoops. Whoopsie. Yep. Yeah, I'm making Zalbar a double-bladed weapon person in this game. I love that he just spins in a circle, too. Hey, level up. Well, let's level up. We get skills and powers. Would have liked some feats. Oh well. Skill. Persuade and repair. Now, if I can get Master Valor, that will give me +2 in repair. I already have +2 in repair. I'll take a look. I think I have +2 in repair because of my intelligence bonus. That's 14. Then I can get up to 16 because of Valor once I have it. But I don't want to bank on Valor. It might only get me 1. So 17, 16, 15, 14. I think I might have to get up to 13 or 14 at least. Powers. I could buy that belt, but it's 3,000 credits for one thing, so. What do I want? I could take Valor level 2. Which I would really only take for, like, really hard boss fights, maybe. It only lasts 20 seconds, so it feels like it's kind of like, meh. Well, I can't take Cure. I can't take Speed. I can take Whirlwind. Or I could work on Valor. I'm going to work on Valor. See, it gives me a +3 in attribute points, but because my intelligence is even, this will still only get me a +1. This gets you +5, which means it'll get me +2, so. Okay. You don't like double-bladed lightsabers, but fine blade. Well, there's something about blades. I don't know. Like, I like using swords in this game. In fact, I thought about doing a playthrough in KOTOR 2, especially because the way the game works, like, story-wise. I thought about doing a thing where I had a character that uses no force powers. None. They hate the Jedi. They hate the Sith. They hate the Force in general. And all they do is use swords or guns. Swords and or guns. To fight. That's all they do. They're like a dex build that could use swords and guns. And they don't use a single force power. They run heavy armor or something and just do that. It could be a cool idea. Could be fun. Zalbar. Demolitions. Awareness. Treat injury. And since I recently learned that the armor doesn't take away your attack bonus for Dex, just your armor bonus for Dex, I could run that kind of character and be long range. Yes! Master 2-weapon fighting. And next he's going to take power attack and be a beast. Canderous. Treat injury, of course. What feats do I want for you? He doesn't need any feats for his weapon, because this won't affect it. You know what? I'll take this. Yeah, that works. I'll get more implants eventually. I'm future-proofing him. But yeah, unfortunately, heavy weapons and rifles in this game got kind of screwed over because there's no feat that helps them. Duelist doesn't work, and 2-weapon fighting doesn't work. Duelist, the other hand has to be empty, and 2-handed, you have to be able to have like 2 separate attacks, which rifles in this doesn't have. But yep, little screwed over. Doesn't mean I won't use them. Hey, Kath. Whoa! I just talked to him at the same time I did a force jump. That was kind of cool looking. I slid out of that conversation into a fight. My accuracy is still a little... I mean, you're going to miss regardless. It happens, but... I feel like I'm missing a little more than I should be at +4 strength. Oh, also, this is glitchy. There's now a dialogue thing stuck in the top of the screen. Come on. Hold on. I'll do a quick reload and see if it fixes it. It did. Okay. Metallic grounds. That was going to be forever burned into the screen. Alright, I think we're good here. Yep, we've looked everywhere. All I can do now is go to here. Now, until I turn in the mission I just finished, the training mission, I can't do anything else in the Tatooine Plains, except I think I can find one more Mandalorian and the cave with the crystals that was mentioned. We can still do that. And I can bring the crystals back to put in my lightsaber. I think this is the last area. Oh no, there's one more. Wait a minute. I've already been here. Back I go. Went the wrong way. Now, enemies aren't supposed to respawn in this game. There's a set amount of XP. But they still sometimes do. Also, I am going... Oh, okay, I wasn't stuck. I'm going to turn this a little down. Just a little bit. Not as much as before. Because when they yell in combat, it's kind of loud. Some games, the sound mixing, it's... Oh, I didn't jump because the rock was in the way. You need line of sight for that.
You're dead.
But like I said, I was going to say, occasionally enemies respawn. Occasionally. Like, some Cathons will, but eventually they will stop. But hey, that's what you get for walking back and forth instead of fast traveling. Sometimes you'll find more enemies to kill. Alright. We'll leave this as the last new area of this place. Go! Why didn't I jump? My jump is broke. As much as Canderous' weapon is not that good, it still looks pretty badass. Also, the fact that Canderous is a long-range tank. He can take hits really well. I guess we're fighting over here now. It's the droid! We found the droid! That woman's companion. Well, talk to him.
Thank you for saving me, Master Jedi. I am C-842, a personal assistant droid.
Personal assistance droid, you say?
As I said, I am C-842, a personal assistance droid. Although in recent months, the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
You're her droid, aren't you?
Did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me.
You're running?
Yes, but I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her.
All the time?
You don't want to know.
So this game doesn't explicitly say certain things, but it's saying certain things. Anyway, probably not.
She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those cat hounds.
Once again, we talk about how droids are not treated very fairly in the Star Wars universe. They get memory wiped. If they don't, they become sentient and then they're destroyed or become memory wiped again. This droid tried to destroy itself to help out someone else. So, all right, it's doing a good deed. You sought them out?
I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me?
Okay. Here's obviously the good one. I will destroy you and tell her why you did it to get her to move on. Cool. No, you should go back to her. This just kind of lets the unhealthy relationship continue. Then there's the really messed up one. I'll destroy you and tell her you're still out here. She will forever be looking for you. Ooh. All right, I will destroy you. I wish there was a middle ground where I could be like, you could just leave Dantooine, get on my ship. I could use another droid. What if I told him like, hey, take a job on my ship? Well, again, that's because of the unhealthy attitude or unhealthy way of living. It's one thing to talk about the relationship, an intimate relationship between a human and a droid in this world, but the other aspect is she isn't meeting new people. She's being very, reclusive, and apparently he feels it's unhealthy. And is willing to let himself be destroyed to make it so she's forced to go meet people. Again, I would like not to destroy him, and instead take him with me or drop him off somewhere. Do whatever. But if that's what you want.
Thank you, kind sir. You have my eternal gratitude.
Well, I'll push you down and then kill you. It's what he wanted. Yeah, well. Maybe that was you can play as both genders in this. Maybe that was just a mess up with the thing, or it considered Sir okay for both. Okay. Ooh, we found the crystal cave. What are we gonna find in here? What goodies do we get? Oh yeah. It's also a spider cave. I don't like spiders. There they are. There are the space spiders. Very large space spiders. That kind of had that appendage on the front that's kind of like the brain bug in Starship Troopers. It looks like it's literally meant to just go into your skull. Fun. Hey, at least I'm killing them. There's that. I'm slaughtering a bunch of space bugs. And now I'm poisoned. And now I'm not. No, I'm still poisoned. Never mind. Zalbar, no. This one's tough. Can I jump? I cannot jump. Look at Zalbar go against all the spiders. More of them? Dangerous, no. I stopped in the middle of my jump. It's actually kind of impressive. Alright, we're done. Now, There are crystals in here. Let's see what we got. We got a lightsaber. Well, it doesn't even tell me what it is. Awesome. We'll find out later. Yeah, you can bash the eggs and get crystals. Now, I know what kind of crystals these are, but it's tough to sell, and I might need them for later, so. Got a crystal. Oh, that was the wrong one. Whatever. And once we go back to town, once we go back to the Enclave, we'll be able to put these on.
No.
Alright, I know I missed... Come on, guys. Guys, come on. I know I missed the one in the middle, but did I miss anything else on that side? I wonder. Die, spiders! I'm getting rewarded for killing spider eggs. I don't get much more light side than this. I am killing spider eggs. And last one over here. Okay. Now, again, I know I missed this one. Is there any other thing in here? Did I miss anything? Yep, I did. Also, I believe that I know this is the only crystal cave on Dantooine. I wish there was more than one. Also, I don't remember there being remains in here. Dirt steel bonding alloy and response package. I don't remember there being a Mandalorian body in this place. Anyway. Zalbar, would you like this? Dexterity +1. What's your dexterity at? Ooh! His dexterity is odd. That means I can do this. Wait. What? Oh! I put it in there by clicking on it. Whoops. I hit the button. I meant to not. Okay, yeah. It makes it odd. So I won't put it on him because it does nothing. It literally does nothing. Okay. Actually, let me check something real quick. His defense is 12, right? Yep, it does nothing. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. We got ourselves some crystals. Oh, more eggs. More eggs. Aw. I can't scramble those. Now I want some eggs. You know, I'm amazed I'm not sick of eggs yet. Being on keto, I got a little lazy lately. I've been eating more stuff, which I probably shouldn't be. I'm still on keto technically, but just because something doesn't have carbs doesn't mean you can eat as much as you want of it. But I ate eggs pretty much every day for like 6 months, and I still kind of like them. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I ate pizza pretty much every other day for like a year. So. Can't get sick of pizza, right? You know, I would say that I would actually try Hawaiian pizza again. Maybe try it. Like, I was always made that joke of like Hawaiian pizza's terrible. But I've never tried it cold. I don't like hot pineapple. I like cold pizza. So maybe I like it better cold. But if I only get pizza like once every 2 months as a cheat meal when I go back to normal diet, I'm not going to waste it on pineapple pizza. Maybe I get like one slice. Can I get one slice of pineapple pizza, please? Ooh, it's fight time. More Mandalorians. We haven't found the leader yet. Good hit. Alright, Mandalorians are obviously the first threat. Although Canderous has already killed one of the dwarves. He doesn't want to kill his own kind. Wow, it's actually kind of working. He's not attacking the Mandalorian. We'll say that's canon. Mandalorian doesn't want to attack his own kind. Keep calling him Mandalorian. Canderous. Kando the Mando. Candalorian. Mandarus. Adrenaline amplifier. Manual data pad. Stabilizer gauntlets. I believe those give dexterity, maybe? Med pack. Alright, what did that belt do? Reflex +2, and that is same thing. Yes, same thing. Okay. But what do these gauntlets do? Demolitions +2. Well, that's kind of lame. It's just demolitions +2. All it does. Does that get your strength to an amount? It does not, but I might as well keep it on you because next time you level up and get that, you're getting strength. If there's anyone that's stacking strength in this game besides me, it's him. Hey, Bigfoot. Oh. Well, that's kind of interesting because, funny you should say that. Hello there is actually the phrase that adds you to the giveaway at the end of the stream today for a random Star Wars code. But I'm not sure if that counted. I think I might just have to type in hello there without the exclamation point. But yeah, and to anyone else in chat, same thing. I'll just I have a couple codes. I'll pick one at random and just give it out through, honestly, it'd be easier to do on Discord. But I can also just whisper through Twitch. Alright, we're good.
What?
Aha. Footlocker. Ooh, bunch of mines I can sell. I love money. I mean, the good. I like light side stuff. Hey. You can like money and be a nice person, alright? I have yet to make a decision in this game that screws someone over for money, so there's that. I even gave away a bunch of money on Terrace. Alright, I'm going to fill out the map on this last area. We'll go back to the Enclave. We'll turn it in and we'll become an actual Padawan. And then we'll get a few missions, probably. Little side stuff. That is an albino one. That's going to hurt me, isn't it? I need to start investing in, I need to get Flurry to Master Flurry. Oh wow, he's killing me. He is killing me. He is murdering me right now. I am losing to a dog. Yeah, I didn't get the encoder today, so yeah, you have a dark screen. Again, I wish it wasn't random. I'm going to die. I have no cures left. This guy is tough. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. How much health do I have left? 1. I have 1. The magic pixel of victory. Nope. Nope. Someone kill it. Someone kill it. I have no health. Thank you. Okay. Or if you watch, or if you see that one meme, the lightsaber, it's just like 20 lightsabers. Oh, I should probably heal up. I don't want to go back to the Ebon Hawk just yet because I probably won't trigger anything. Back to the Ebon Hawk. And then back. And I'm going to take Candace out of the party. I want to use everyone fairly equally, and I might as well use a bunch of them when I can. What am I doing? God, my brain wasn't working for a second. You know, I'll take them both out of the party. I will use Mission and Karth. I can also level Mission up. Okay. Transit back. Making good progress on Dantooine. Oh! Hello. Well, I don't have a Wookiee anymore, but I have a Twi'lek and a Karth. Hit the wrong button there. A Karth. All right, actually, something I'm curious about. This is gonna alt tab the game out, but I need to try. I want to try this for a second. I want to see. Oh, it did work. Okay, as long as you say hello there in a sentence, it works. It doesn't require just that. So even having an exclamation point on the end of it, it still counted. Okay. Good. That is good to know. For future reference. Alright, back to the game. Make an actual save. I don't trust the quick save slot. Alright, we'll fill out the map. Also, when we become a Jedi, we'll get Jedi robes, which means I can wear them and get a little bit of defense out of it. And then I'll be able to use force speed to move around the map faster. And I'll get an extra attack. What? Final Fantasy Tactics, what? What about Tactics? You have summoned me with mentioning Final Fantasy Tactics. Tactics is my second favorite Final Fantasy game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot I have it on display capture. I have to, or else you can't see the movies in this. Alright, I believe we've looked everywhere. Yep. Let's go back. Alright, I'm a Jedi now. Look at me. Big Jedi. Hey, there's Johanny. How you doing?
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
Have you spoken to the Council?
I have spoken to the Council, and they have helped me see the truth. The truth about myself, and the truth of my actions. Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
So yeah, it was a test. Her master made her believe that she had killed her to teach her a lesson about the dark side. I don't know how I feel about that kind of lesson. It is kind of harsh.
Quatra's methods may seem strange, but I trust her wisdom. This lesson has been difficult, but I am better because of it. Humility is never easy to teach, but now I truly understand my own limitations. After our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is in the past, you know?
First the Jedi trick you into becoming an enemy, then they welcome you back as a friend. I can't say I approve of their training methods.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
No, it's okay. There goes the bitrate again for a second. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait, there it is. It's back now. Yeah, my internet doesn't seem to be fully recovered from whatever happened earlier today and last night. It's still occasional issues. All right. But no, it's an okay song. And actually, it reminds me of, if you ever heard if you ever played Chrono Trigger on SNES, Robo's theme kind of has that sound to it. All right, Council. I'm back. Kind of expected a thing to pop as soon as I got in here. Maybe I'll return to the person who's actually supposedly training me, I guess. This guy.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
Hooray! We're Jedi! I didn't talk to these people before. I believe this might be a restored content mod. This is futile, Master. Why must you keep me back like this? Why can't I not learn to fight with a real lightsaber? Do not underestimate the strength of your cortosis blade, young Padawan. It is not a lightsaber. It is nothing. There goes my bit rate. And perhaps this is the reason you have not advanced to lightsaber training. You are too headstrong, too overeager to move on without knowledge necessary to use what you learned. Lightsaber is delicate weapon, a subtle weapon, one that has, doesn't matter because there it goes. I believe we have trained enough for now. Reflect on what you have learned, Padawan. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. Yes, Master. Thank you. You have done well in bringing Juhani back into the light. I am sure that once she gets past her remorse, she will be a model Jedi. Alright, well, the bitrate just keeps spiking now. That's going to be an issue. I think it's fine now. Huh. That is true. They are. Alright, bitrate, come on, please. Please, come on. Stop doing this. Come on. Alright. Alright. Is it stable? Are you going to be stable now, bitrate? You going to no, you're not. You're not going to cooperate, are you? Oh, it's just going to keep doing it, isn't it?
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
Ooh. Once again, they're putting everything on us for some reason. Wait. Old lightsabers had power cords? That's kind of funny to think about. I can picture like a Sith and two people like with the lightsabers running towards each other, and then the power cables just get snagged and they just like fall to the ground, or they get unplugged and they turn off. Huh. I'd like to ask you some questions.
A Jedi must ever be seeking knowledge. What is it you wish to know?
Oh, we already did this. Oh. Hey, Bastil's in the party now. Oh. That's a little better. That's a little better. Who do we take with us besides Bastila? You know, we haven't used T3 in a while, and like I said, when I bring T3, I need to balance it out by bringing someone powerful like Bastila. Let's bring T3.
I demand justice. The Sandral family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your
Hooray!
accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Thank you for the follow, Joe Moji.
My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
I will, because it's a side quest. Of course I will. And yeah, I love this game. It's a combination of KOTOR. Like when I think of like the games I can play over and over again, I kind of call it like my trifecta of like just nostalgia games. It's Final Fantasy X, to a lesser extent Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy Tactics, and then Mass Effect trilogy, and then KOTOR 1 and 2. I shall look into this at once.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time, something which carries its own rewards.
Oh, was that the game trying to explain something again? I love when games do that. They offer some kind of like logic that explains why you do things in certain games, like this. Like, it's like, why would I bother doing this if the galaxy's at stake? And Basto's like, it can take your mind off things for a bit, right? It's like a vacation. If you don't get rest, you'll make mistakes. Yeah. Also, when I was younger, I used to like KOTOR 1 a lot better than 2. But as I've gotten older, like I kind of took 2 for, well, there goes the bitrate again. Oh, come on. I'm going to wait for it to fix itself. It's still having problems. 1 second. 1 second. I need to minimize this for a second. Okay, then back out. Okay. Yeah, my internet's been acting up today. It was acting weird last night and this morning. It's fixed for the most part, but I'm still having a couple issues with bitrate spikes, like that. If it keeps going, I might just call the stream for the day, and it'll probably be, I don't stream on Wednesdays, so it would give it another day to kind of equalize. But anyway, but yeah, I kind of, I took KOTOR 2 for granted a little bit. It's really good. The focus on the story of like when it's like more gray area than light and dark, I love it. I wish, I would love that if you know when people talk about like if they could remake one game or make a sequel to a game that you grew up playing that doesn't exist, what would it be? I think number 1 would be bitrate. I would like bitrate to be made so it works. Yeah, this is going to be an issue ongoing, I think. I might just have to call it. Yeah, it's bottoming out now. Well, if it'll stay stable for a minute. Alright, save the game here. Make sure it's actually still going before I say anything. Come on. Come on. I don't see it moving at all. That's not good. Wow. I'm not sure if anyone's still there, but okay, there it goes. It's acting very weird right now. Yeah. KOTOR's awesome. I would love if they remade the KOTOR 1 and 2 games and made a third one. If I would wake up one morning and it'd be like, hey, we're announcing KOTOR 3, and also when it's released, it's going to come in a trilogy with KOTOR 1 and 2 remastered. Best day ever? Yeah. All right. Now, unfortunately, I don't want to do this. I want to keep going a lot. We just got to be a Jedi. I want to go. But also, since someone new just popped in, but I'm going to call the stream for this reason. I'm going to wait for it to come back again. Okay. I am going to call the stream because my internet might have fixed itself from this morning, but it's still having issues with the bitrate. I've already lost a lot of frames randomly, and it keeps bottoming out like every couple minutes. Yeah. Well, no, it's just like when someone new shows up, it's like, hey, I want to talk, and, you know, hey, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you would like to hop into the Discord, that would be a good place to find updates and things like that. And Bigfoot was nice enough to pop that. Yep. Also, I will do the giveaway at the end, though. Wow, the bitrate is awful right now. It just keeps doing it. All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Last night it started. I streamed last night for 7 hours just fine. But then all of a sudden it was just like, bam, this morning it was just like, my internet speed was nothing. Now it's just acting up. It's very, well, not nice right now. Okay. But I hate calling it this early. I was still going to go for like another 4 hours. But again, Joe Moji, thank you for the follow. If you'd like to join the Discord and get updates and stuff like that or talk to the community, and thank you for the follow. Cheery Carrot was here earlier. Thank you also for the follow. And before we go, if anyone would like to be added to the giveaway, I'm giving away one random Star Wars code. I know it's a very short stream, but I said I'd do it, so I'm going to. If you type in the phrase hello there in the chat, it'll add you to the giveaway. And then I'll give it away, and I can either give you the code through Discord if you want to join the Discord chat, or just through Whisper on Twitter. Or, Twitch. That works too. But if anyone would like to join the giveaway, there we go. I don't think caps matters. You could just literally type the phrase hello there. I believe right now the only person who's in the eligibility is Bigfoot. And I think he mentioned if he wins just to give it away to someone else. All right. Oh man, it feels so weird calling it this early. But the internet is acting weird. I don't want us to miss important dialogue and cutscenes and stuff because the bit rate just goes. Pfft. All right. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Okay. All right. I will do the giveaway. And then we'll call it a night. I'll be back on Thursday. Hopefully my internet will be acting correctly. That would be nice. Okay. Let's do the giveaway. If my thing would scroll. Thank you. And it looks like Bigfoot won. Pretty sure he mentioned just to give it away, but I don't know. I feel like he won though, right? Come on, you won. How about this? I'll give the code to you, and you can literally do whatever you want with it. You can give it to someone else. You can do whatever you want with it. It's cool. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, once again, Joe Moji, nice meeting you. Thank you for the thank you for that. Thank you for the follow. Cherry Carrot. I said Cherry Carrot the last time. Thank you for the follow. I'm surprised my bitrate has held on this long. I'll see everyone hopefully Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more KOTOR. I'm streaming this until it's done, and then I'm starting 2 right afterwards. So let's see if there's anyone streaming. I know it's really early. Is anyone streaming right now we can go just pop in and say hello to? Let's take a look and see who's streaming right now. Who's someone we can just say hello to? Oh, that looks good. Let's see. All right. What the? No, cancel that. that was the wrong spelling. Apparently, there's someone who has that exact name. I forgot to add on the 7 on the end of it. There we go. Well, Bigfoot, I'll literally you can just give it to someone in Discord if you want. Like that, you can just hand it out. Or put it in your own Discord. Give it to someone there. I don't even know what game it's going to be. It's random. Yep. Everyone have a good night, at early night. And hopefully I'll see some people on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday this week for some more KOTOR. And again, I apologize for the internet. Thank you, Comcast. But hopefully it'll be fixed by then. So until then, have a good night, and I'm going to hopefully see everyone later. Bye.